across the UK we have laws requiring, in some cases, daily Christian acts of worship in schools. While many schools just ignore the law and hold inclusive assemblies, it's still enforced in far too many places. In one example recently, a parent told us that they felt the need to switch their child's school as they were being singled out for not partaking in the prayer that preceded every single lesson. In the past year, the NSS has met with the Welsh education officials, lobbied the Scottish Government and the DFE on this issue. And we've been pleased to cover the campaign of one of our shortlisted nominees in Northern Ireland. We're very pleased to have with us today Scott Moore, founder of Let Pupils Choose, a campaign against compulsory school worship. So please come up, Scott Moore.
Honoured guests, 5 nominees are renowned and have devoted themselves to fairness and equality between people of differing beliefs and identities, but at least one has been campaigning for his entire adult life. That's the past 9 months, because I'm 18. But I need to introduce myself. My name is Scott Moore, and I was never given the choice of my beliefs. I had to take it. Until I was 12, I didn't know you could be non-religious. I didn't know you could choose your beliefs. I thought religion was simply inherited from your parents or your community. Nobody told me otherwise. I prayed in school assemblies, I attended RE, set by churches, and I went to school services in churches. Throughout, Christianity, or religious belief, was taught to me as absolute fact. To tell a child a religious belief is absolute fact is to lie to them, regardless of what it is. The education system lied to me to rob my freedom of belief. Legally, if you want withdrawn from all of that, like collective worship and so on, you need parental permission. If your parents don't agree, that's a challenge. I fought for 3 years to convince my parents to opt me out, and I succeeded because I was willing to fight. In Northern Ireland, faith instead of evidence justifies laws. Schools refuse to employ teachers because of their beliefs. Boards of governors and schools must have clergy on them, and it's clear, equality isn't where it should be in Northern Ireland. All belief systems should be treated equally, but they're not. I fought to be recognised. We must now ensure that no one has to fight for parity of esteem. We are demanding an opt-out for over 16s from collective worship without parental permission. Make no mistake, secularists in Northern Ireland are organising. We will refuse to accept anything less than absolute parity of esteem, absolute freedom of belief, absolute equality of all beliefs before the law, and absolute separation of church and state. As secularists of belief and non-belief, together we can make a difference. Together we can give every child freedom of belief. Together we can make sure every school respects every child's beliefs. Together, we can give every child the choice of their beliefs. Together, we can. Thank you.
There is hope for the future. Over the years, we've been able to recognise an incredible range of activists with the Tipsy shortlist. However, I can truly say that this year's list is very special. I first became aware of Houzan Mahmoud through her work on the Kurdish Culture project. This is a platform for Kurdish writers, feminists, artists and activists to advance gender equality, freedom and universal rights. It reminds us that the struggle for secularism and against religious totalitarianism is not just about politics, but about the lived experience of real people. Totalitarians often fear the arts for their ability to open the first breathing space where ideas can be challenged. So can everyone give a hand to Houzan Mahmoud?
Thank you very much, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm from Iraqi Kurdistan, and I'm sure you all know that we are in the forefront of fighting ISIS, the notorious Islamic State of Syria and Iraq. And one of the nightmares of ISIS terrorists was not to be killed by Kurdish women, because they will lose the opportunity to meet their 72 virgins in heaven. So we made sure, Kurdish women made sure that they are deprived from touching women in Kurdistan, but also to actually ruin their dream of being rapists in heaven as well. So it's a pleasure, it's an honor to be here, and thank you so much for considering the work of Culture Project and the work of various feminists and activists and writers and poets and artists in Kurdistan. Through their creativity, through their everyday activism, they are trying to make sure that censorship in the format of religious or political dogmas should not undermine our work, should not undermine our struggle. And secularism, as you said as well, cannot be fought only through political activism, but also through everyday creativity, through art, through music, through literature, through poetry. And this is what Culture Project is trying to do, to provide that platform. And I'm looking forward to support and solidarity, because the struggle is one. And I have to mention that I'm so much against identity politics, and I think what deprives us and what divides us is that the identity politics that is toxic, that is poisonous, and we are all human. And through our project, through our organizations and magazines and online gatherings like here, we should reinforce the importance of progressive ideals, of universal rights. We are all humans. We deserve the same rights and freedoms and equalities, no less, no more. Thank you so much, and I'm honored to be here.
I'm delighted to be speaking later on this year at the Defending Progressivism Conference, which is organised by our friends at Conatus News and also the Kurdish Culture Project. That will be at the end of April, and you can find more information if you want to come on our website.